Why are you marrying this guy?
He's an incredible man.
Uh,
He works hard. He's intelligent. He treats me better than I ever thought I could be treated.
like how? Give me an
Um,
example of that.
for my birthday, he made, well, he got me a ton of gifts, which I certainly wasn't expecting or asking for, but he made me a jar that has at least 100 sticky notes in it of all the reasons why he loves me. I thought that was incredibly sweet, and no one has ever done that for me.
Rachel, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi, Jesse. How are you?
All is well, Rachel. How you?
I'm pretty good, and it is just amazing to talk to you today.
Amazing.
Amazing. But, yeah, my question. So I'm in a serious relationship, and with my soon-to-be fiancé, and he was raised Catholic. We're both Christian, but I'm Protestant. And so I'm just kind of curious about what you think for how we should approach that, especially when it comes to kids in the future.
When you ask how could you approach it, what do you mean?
Yeah, I guess, like, what would your advice be for that? Because he's Catholic and I'm Protestant, and I don't want to switch.
Oh, I see. You don't want to
Yeah.
become a Catholic?
No.
And what is the difference between a Catholic and a Christian, a Protestant?
Well, I think it has a lot to do with, well, for me personally, I think that the Catholic religion has been somewhat corrupted. And I think it's just a little pompous and like too organized for me, honestly. And I like the Protestant side of it because I feel like my relationship with Jesus is mine, and I don't have to go through, a priest or confession or any of that.
Oh, I see. And have you spoken to him about this, that you're unwilling to become a Catholic?
Yeah, we've talked about it. I've told him my stance.
And what did he say?
I mean, he respects it, of course, but I guess it's kind of, scary for how we should move on from that, especially with kids, because we've talked about going to two churches with our kids, one Catholic and one Protestant, but I just don't know. So I kind of wanted to get your perspective.
When you say he respects it, what do you mean?
He respects it in that he doesn't expect me to change.
Really?
He doesn't. Yeah, I don't think so.
And are you willing to obey him?
Absolutely, yes. I'm a good woman.
So you're willing to obey him?
I'm willing to obey him.
So
yes, but I also need to obey my Father in heaven. And I feel like Protestantism is the best way for me to do that.
So if you're willing to obey him and your Father in heaven said you should obey your husband, follow your husband, why aren't you willing to follow him?
Why am I not willing?
Right.
I guess I never thought about it like that. Honestly, I think you've put it into you've given me a different perspective. So I feel like I'm definitely more open to doing that now. I guess, I was raised Protestant. It's what I'm used to. So, and, my grandparents have always said they haven't had the greatest view of Catholicism. So I think I could be more open to it. And I think I should probably do some more research and do some more talking and some more obeying. Amazing.
Amazing.
So, thank you. Yeah. Any other comments?
When you had this conversation with him, were you surprised he accepted that, okay, we can be divided like that? Were you surprised he said yes to that?
I wasn't surprised, I guess, because he's a very respectful man, and he's a good man of faith, and he does lead me in my faith as well. So I feel like he doesn't want to force anything on me, of course. But yeah, I think we're trying to make it work and trying to see how it will work.
And you say that he is respectful. How is that respectful?
How is it not respectful, I guess?
No, how is it respectful to tell you that you have to go with him and you're not going to separate churches and all that other mess? How is that respectful that he went along with that idea?
I think he knows that we will find a solution that works for us both.
But you're just assuming that. You don't know that. He's already given in to this. What else is he going to give into? Why would you marry a man who cannot lead you in the right way?
I think he is leading me the right way.
He's about to let you go to a separate church.
Well, we were going to go together. It wouldn't be like we're going apart.
But he's not insisting that, no, you're going to follow me. If I'm a Catholic, you're going to be a Catholic. He is allowing you to do it your way. Is that leadership from a man?
No, but I think it is a little more nuanced.
What does that mean?
I think that him not forcing me to become Catholic, I don't think that's not leading. If anything, I think that's him trying to be patient with me. And it's kind of like we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
But that bridge needs to be crossed before you get there. Because when you get to that bridge, you're going to have to make a decision, and now you're married, and your decision is going to be, I'm a Protestant, I'm not going that way. And now you have division in the marriage, and you're going to have trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I guess, if it was you, like if you were me, what would you do? Just obey and become Catholic?
I don't understand why a man would marry a woman or a woman would marry a man that she's unwilling to obey.
Yeah, I am willing to obey, and I think...
No, you're not.
I mean, like, I'm trying to figure it out, but I am willing to obey if I should become Catholic, if that is what will benefit us and our marriage and our children, I will do it. I think I just, I haven't even been to a mass before, so I need to do that.
Yeah, I've been to a mess before. You're about to get in a mess.
A mess?
Why are you marrying this guy?
He's an incredible man. He works hard. He's intelligent. He treats me better than I ever thought I could be treated.
Like how? Give me an example of that.
For my birthday, he got me a ton of gifts, which I certainly wasn't expecting or asking for, but he made me a jar that has at least 100 sticky notes in it of all the reasons why he loves me. I thought that was incredibly sweet, and no one has ever done that for me.
Is he older or younger?
He's a year older.
And have you been married before?
No, I haven't.
How about him?
No.
And so that made you feel good when he did that. What other reasons you're marrying him?
He's very protective of me, not in a controlling way, but, I know that if someone were to break into our house, he would have no issue running straight into the danger just to protect me. He is the most patient man I've ever known. He constantly reassures me of how he loves me and how fondly he thinks of me. He's really blended well into my family. My little brothers adore him.
Amazing. And so you said that he is being patient with you, right?
Yeah.
And so are you saying that you are being difficult?
I mean, I don't think I'm intentionally being difficult, but I definitely have some quirks that he's very patient with, and I'm appreciative of that. I take forever to get ready. He's patient of that.
And so are you being difficult?
Probably in some ways.
And are you being difficult?
Probably. I can't think of a reason or, an instance of me being difficult, but I'm sure there are things that are difficult about me.
And so you don't know if you're difficult at times or not?
I would say, yeah, sure, I am.
And he doesn't know how to deal with you being difficult, so he's just patient with it?
I think it's more of a calculation of, is this something worth starting an argument over? No. Or if it is, then he tells me and I respect it.
Amazing. And so when you say another example of patient is that he doesn't mind your religion?
Well, we're in the same religion, just different.
Right, I understand that. It's a Catholic,
yeah.
It is, I guess, supposed to be Christian too, and Protestant and Christian. But is that a sign of him being patient? Is because he doesn't mind your religion?
I think he is attempting to be collaborative with me in that decision for us and our future family. But yeah, I mean,
what will you do if he insists that no, you're going to go with me and my religion? What will you do? He take no answer but yes. What would you do?
Then of course I would do that.
How will you handle it once you get married? The little notes in the jar, the little buying you all this stuff, catering to your ego is going to end. It's not going to last once you get married, because he's going to be able to just get all the sex he wants, and he's going to become a little boy with you. How will you handle that when he stopped catering to the ego?
Well, I think we've established a pretty good foundation that we're continuing to build that is, rooted in our shared morals, our shared values, our mutual respect for one another. We're very efficient. I think we work well together.
But how are you educated?
I am.
You have a degree?
Yes.
Oh, Lord. How will you handle it when he stopped catering to your ego? Because he got to stop once you get married. Because right now he's just, in his weakness, he's buying you into the marriage thing. And his goal is sex. How will you handle that when all that stops? Because it will stop.
I don't really know. I mean, I don't think he'll ever stop appreciating me, hopefully. I mean, that might sound dumb. But
what go ahead.
Yeah, I think as life changes, as life gets harder, dynamics intensify, kids or whatever, I think we will certainly run into challenges, and there will be less attention on me and less attention on him. And I'm not too sure, but what should I do, Jesse?
Do you realize that once he gets you, He's not going to cater to your ego anymore, and you're not going to like it?
I mean, I don't really think he's catering to my ego.
What is he catering to? A jar full of notes is all ego. And constantly telling you how much he loves you and why he loves you, it's all ego. None of it is true. It's just ego.
None of it's true.
And that's not a sign of love either. That's a sign of hate and need.
Should I marry him?
What do you think?
I think I should.
You should marry a weak man?
I don't think he's weak.
And where's the strength in what he's doing?
I think the strength in what he's doing is that his ego is not so high that, he can't tell me he appreciates me. He can't tell me the reasons why he loves me.
Amazing. And so what is it about you that he should be loving?
Well, I'm a hard worker. I have overcome a lot of adversity in my life. And I think through that, I've developed a really strong sense of empathy for other people. Empathy is one of the core tenets of my current profession. I think he really respects my faith, my values, the way I carry myself as a woman in today's society amongst all these crazy lesbians. Amazing. But yeah, I just wanted to hear you say it. But yeah.
Are you willing to give all that up, your career and everything, and stay home and be a wife and a mother?
Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. That's a huge part about, I think, one of the reasons why we connected in the first place, because I do want to be more traditional, and he, in his past, hadn't found anyone like that. I think it's pretty rare today to want to be a traditional housewife, stay-at-home mom.
And so you're willing to let your education and everything go? Your job and all that?
Oh, I would do it today if I could.
Nice. Should a man marry a woman who is a hard-working woman?
Yeah, absolutely. I think hard work.
Why?
Well, I think hard work comes in many forms, not just in a job at an office. I think hard work comes in the form of keeping a home clean and maintained, and keeping, good meals on the table, and keeping the kids entertained, and, all that good stuff.
And you're going to, rather than sending his children off to a school, you're going to homeschool them?
Honestly, yeah. I would love to homeschool them. I don't want to send them in public school.
Have you, because of time, have you forgiven your mother?
Nope.
And why not?
Well, I want to, and I'm working on it.
Why haven't you done it already?
Because I feel like we're just too close that...
Oh, Lord. Why haven't you done it?
Because she keeps doing things that I'm then angry at her for, and I don't forgive her for those. So I feel like I make progress on my forgiveness, but then just kind of restarts.
But you're not going to be free of, because you're just like her, right? You're not going to be free of that, and she's going to interfere with your marriage, your family, and she's going to destroy it. Because she's already controlling you.
Yeah. I will forgive her. I don't think today it'll happen.
Why not today? Today is all you have.
I just have so much anger. I don't know. I'm trying. Maybe I just need to forgive, and then that will fade.
You said you were a Christian, right?
I am.
How can you be a Christian and angry?
Because I'm human. I'm mortal.
How can you enter into the kingdom of heaven within with anger?
I don't know. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can.
How will you love your husband and obey him when you have no love? You only have hate, you have anger, and you're unwilling to forgive. You're going to destroy him and his children. You're going to do exactly to his children what your mother has done to your father's children.
I think love and hate can exist at the same time, and I think our earth is proof of that.
How is that?
Well, there's heaven, there's hell, and there's earth. And heaven is fully good. Hell is fully evil, so we're kind of in that middle ground where both exist. And it is up to us to decide to choose one side, right? So we can be there for eternity.
Where is hell on earth?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Where is it? No, where is hell on earth?
Probably in everyone's heart.
It's in your heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't see that you're going to pass that hell on to his children and to him.
Yeah. I would love to break generational curses.
So why would you forgive your mother and forgive your father for not protecting you from your mother?
Yeah.
No.
I'll work on that.
That was a question.
What?
That's a question.
Oh. Living in my sin, I guess. It's comfortable to stay there.
But that's why your fiancé is catered to you already. He can't have any hell that's in you. So he's constantly trying to please you because he can't have any hell. He's just like your father is with your mother.
So forgiveness is the first step.
That's the only way it's going to work.
Okay. All right.
But when you say you're working on forgiving, what is there to work on? You see that you hate your mother. Why not? There's nothing to work on. You already see it. Seeing it is the work. Now that in order for you to be free, why don't you face her and tell her how the cow ate the cabbage?
I think it's hard right now because there aren't a ton of degrees of separation between us at the moment.
It's never going to change because as long as you resent her, have anger toward her, she controls you. She's never going to let you be separated from her. Only forgiveness will separate you from her. Anger is causing you to cling to her, and she knows that. Why don't your fiancé tell your mother to back off?
To keep the peace, I suppose.
See, I told you he's weak. He's trying to keep the peace with you and your mother. He's walking right into hell because there's no such thing as keeping the peace with the devil.
True.
You're walking you've married a weak man, and you're walking into more hell, and your life and his life, and God forbid if you have children, it's just going to be more hell. That's all it's going to be. There will be no peace. Unless you work on yourself and he work on himself first.
Yeah, I think the work is never done while we're here on this earth. And
where you get that idea from?
Well, I don't think it's done till the day we die, right?
Where did you get that idea from?
I mean, I feel like I learn something new every day, and there's always something to be done. There's always something to learn. There's always something to improve upon, right?
Where did you get that idea from?
I mean, myself, but also, elders in my life have kind of echoed the same sentiment.
Rachel, because of time, I highly do what you want, of course, but I highly recommend before getting married, you work on you. Forgive your mother, forgive your father for not protecting him from your mother, so that God can forgive you. Otherwise, you're just repeating the same cycle. You're married a weak man who's just like your mother, and the cycle repeats itself. The kids will suffer, and so will you, and so will your fiancé. Call me again, Rachel. Do the silent prayer. I got to run, but call me again, all right?
Thank you. Amazing.
Amazing. Thank you.